Welcome to Adulting with Joyce Pring. Watch the full video of this episode on my channel, www.youtube.com/JoycePringTV. And if you want to level up your adulting game, check out joycepring.com/collections for my digital products and course. Let's go to bad habit number 3, stress eating. Oh, it's going to be a controversial topic. This is something that I often do, and we have to talk about it. Now, food can be a very comforting thing, and we can turn to eating when we're feeling stressed or down. And that's not a bad thing, of course. We need to be nourished, and sometimes you have to have your cheat days, but we should also watch out for when this becomes an unhealthy habit, meaning tuloy-tuloy na talaga yung unhealthy eating mo. If we eat too much junk food and sugary sweets, if it leads to excessive weight gain, and if we are just eating to keep ourselves occupied because we're bored or we're trying to keep up with stress, this might be a bad habit already that will betray us in the long run and will keep us from having healthy bodies in the long run. So how do we take action? First, stock your pantry with more healthy options and less the junk. My rule in the house is if we don't want to eat it, we don't buy it. Because if you don't buy it, at least you don't have to practice the self-control of like, but it's right there, you know? So if it's not in the pantry at all, then you won't even think about it. It's not even an option to eat it. That way, you'll be inclined, of course, to grab the healthy snacks and the healthy food instead of going straight for the junk that you bought, which is kind of your fault. So we don't want to do that. Number 2, find stress-relieving activities that can replace your unnecessary eating. So if you already found your trigger, like let's say you had a very stressful day at work, instead of going and, ordering food or eating unhealthy snacks, try to find a different activity that you can do to help you cope with it, like maybe going for a walk, listening to good music, or doing something else, preparing a healthy snack that is very enjoyable for you. You have to replace that habit kasi you cannot just ignore it because it will always be there. You already have the trigger. So you have to figure out a stress-relieving activity that will replace your unhealthy eating habits. That's it for this episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring. If you liked this podcast, please don't forget to use the hashtag Adulting with Joyce Pring and also check out www.joycepring.com for the show notes and tag me on social media with at Joyce Pring. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Paalam!